Good morning. His Excellency State Minister Tharaken Bululta, Minister of Industry, members of the public and private sectors, distinguished guests, colleagues from the UN, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. Let me start by extending a very heartfelt welcome to all of you to this thought-provoking dialogue that we are going to have today about Ethiopia's potential as a manufacturing powerhouse. The manufacturing sector has been a focal point for Ethiopia with several interventions over the past 20 years, including the establishment of industrial and agro-industrial parks. This sector has the potential to contribute to the country's structural transformation, create jobs for the millions of young women and men who enter the labor market every year, promote local SMEs, and produce for export and import. UNDP's research and analysis acknowledges the progress Ethiopia has made over the past decades. This working paper, which will be presented shortly, argues that this progress needs to be translated into meaningful structural transformation in the economy and inclusive growth. UNDP proposes policy options for all of us as policymakers to consider. The UNDP analysis shows that the country has considerable potential to export at least $10 billion in goods by 2030. Let me take a moment here to warmly thank the Ministry of Industry, the industrial park managers in Hawassa and Mekelle, the Addis Ababa Chamber of Commerce for supporting UNDP as our economists researched and wrote our latest working paper. Ladies and gentlemen, the manufacturing sector is linked to all our country's commitments to deliver across the various sustainable development goals, also commonly referred to as Agenda 2030. I cannot think of any of the SDGs that the manufacturing sector will not impact, for better or for worse. We should start to really look into the better examples. For example, a robust manufacturing sector can help a country tackle poverty. It can help families to put food on the table, afford better health care, and send children to schools. It also can empower women to earn more and thus have agency over their lives. It allows communities to have the resources to reinvest in clean water and sanitation. But manufacturing also places countries with challenges, or put it more optimistically, explores innovative solutions to how countries can produce and consume responsibly. Another challenge, especially when we want to use the manufacturing sector to create more jobs, especially for women, is to ensure that these jobs are decent jobs. Our commitment to gender equality must go beyond mere numbers of those employed and look critically at the quality of the jobs we are creating. Women are a backbone of the industrial parks. We are also challenged to commit to addressing the needs for green manufacturing. And on that last point, let me say in the last few days, I was just at the COP28 summit in Dubai, our global climate event. So the impact of the manufacturing sector on climate change and vice versa is also on everyone's minds. I look forward to your dialogue on this and other aspects of the manufacturing sector environment that continues to impact the globe and sometimes acts as a challenge to unleashing the potential of developing countries. Today, we will be discussing how Ethiopia can design its paths while learning from others, especially through South-South Learning Exchange, which in UNDP we promote. Our keynote speakers from Kenya and Bangladesh will highlight these aspects. In conclusion, I hope the conference will stimulate policy debate and contribute to a very meaningful discourse on how Ethiopia can use its manufacturing ambition to accelerate an economic structural transformation that will result in positive human development outcomes. At the end of the day, the litmus test of Ethiopia's development investments will be reflected in human development. Thank you for your attention. Here you go.